welcome. Anyone that has not watched my TikToks or doesn't follow me on TikTok, you don't know the drama going behind this wing right here. I purchased this wing off of eBay from a crappy company that I didn't realize was crappy until after, not realizing that down in the little description it was for a 2-door, not a 4-door. When I typed in 2013 Audi A3 to see if it fit, they said it fit. They didn't specify until down in the little description that it was for a 2-door, not a 4-door. So this doesn't fit on the car. I emailed them, said, hey, this doesn't fit on the car. Not sure why. I didn't know at the time why. So not sure why this doesn't fit on the car. Can you guys send me a shipping label? I still have the box and everything. I'll put it back in the bubble wrap and everything and ship it back to you guys so you guys can resell it. And their response to that was, do you even know how to count? Do you see the problem? Your car has 4 doors. Do you even know how to count to 4? Just insulted me out of nowhere for absolutely no reason. And I was like, whoa, like, what the heck? You know, like, you're going to insult me over something like this? Like, I'm within the eBay return policy time frame. And even if I purposely bought the wrong part and ended up not using it, I'm still allowed to return it. But it was 100% accident that it's a mistake on my part. I owned up to my mistake and I tried to do the right thing to get a shipping label, return it back to them so that way, they can still resell it. Then they insult me. And then I said, you guys, you should not be running a company if you're insulting people like that with no explanation, because I had no idea why the wing didn't fit until, they insulted me and told me why the wing didn't fit. And then I told them, I'm going to leave a bad review for the insult. And then when I told them I'm going to leave a bad review for the insult that they gave me, their response after that was, don't leave us a bad review just because you can't read. Yeah, it's insane. I'm taking this kind of personally now because how horribly this company's ran. If that's the owner of the company, it's a one-man company, that company won't last very long. If that's an employee of that company, that employee probably doesn't have a job by now, because a lot of people on TikTok said they went and left bad reviews. And I'm not going to put the name out there on YouTube, but I told a couple people on TikTok in the comments who the company was, and they all went and left bad reviews. So I'm sure that guy probably doesn't have a job anymore. But anyways, like I said, I took this pretty personally. So now what we're going to do is we are going to make this wing fit. It replaces the stock wing that's on there already. But as you notice, there's no third brake light. There's a third brake light in here. I've taken this off once before, and there's another spot for a third brake light. None of the bolt holes on that line up, so we can either 3M tape this all on, or we can drill new holes to fit a bolt hole on there. I think I might do a little bit of both. I might drill a hole to get one bolt to fit on there and then do 3M tape. But the other issue is it's too short. It comes to like here and then leaves a blue stripe of paint all the way over, and obviously the roof is all glass and black, so that's not going to look too good. And there's like an adhesive all down right here, so we got to get the adhesive off. But I got black wrap, gloss black wrap, so now we're going to put a gloss black strip under there so you don't see the blue and it's gloss black. And then we're going to have the wing, the new third brake light, which I have in here. Oh goodness, guys, this is a mess in here at the moment. The Audi, the Forester, as you know, is down. So the Audi is the car that has all the crap in it. We have all my parts in here. Here it is. I need to clean this car out. I promise you, this car is not normally this bad. This is just from last night because I put my tint strip on the Audi in a parking lot last night. And so I'm not going to litter, so all the wrappers and stuff are in here. So here is our new third brake light. Now, I specified every little detail on eBay to make sure that this is the right one. 2013 Audi A3, 4-door Sportback. I even put the engine in, if that makes it different, because all Audis are so weird. That's our brake light. The OEM red brake light is like $80, and then the LED black one's like $35. So that's why we did this. But yeah, I guess we'll just get to this now. Oh wait, first of all, as you notice, this thing kind of looks like garbage. The top's gloss black, the bottom's gloss black. The backside of it's sanded plastic is what it looks like. It looks like crap. And you can't even see on camera. It doesn't really, you can kind of see. Look how bad this was done. So we're going to repaint this real quick. Well, as per my luck, when I do anything with cars, we've had a totally nice, non-windy day, and then all of a sudden a gust of wind came through and blew grass all over the wet paint. So I have to wait for that to dry and sand all the grass out of it. But we'll just take the wing off in the meantime. We got 2 bolts. I already took one out. We got a bolt there, a bolt there. The third brake light works and it's in, and I put it in all the way on accident. These 2 holes I drilled were supposed to be for the bolts to go into the wing to help hold it on, and now I can't get the brake light out. All right, it is now a week later from whenever the last clip I filmed was. I ended up going on vacation to South Carolina for a week. I tried to get the whole wing video done before I left, but weather did not permit that, so I had to wait till I got back. I am now back. Audi's been sitting out here for a week. This is my first time walking up to it. I bet it's got a flat tire. I bet the air tank's empty because the air tank has a small leak. The bent wheel has a small leak. It rained a couple times. This thing is disgusting. Oh my gosh. Good thing that tape held up. That looks all good. Yep, flat tire because this wheel is bent. I bought it that way. And I'm sure the air tank is empty, like I said, but let's see. Fell off as always. Okay. Let's see where this is at. My tank's at 17 PSI. Jeez. Oh yeah, we left all this stuff back here. Forgot about that. The tank fill up so we can fill up the tire. Yeah, and then we're gonna go wash it too. All right, the Audi is now all clean. I grabbed a scraper for the residue that's left up here. That's been impossible to get off. So now we have one of those plastic scrapers to get it off. Audi is all nice and clean and shiny. My tin strip that I put on is peeling up right here, so I'm gonna have to cut and put a patch right there, but that's okay. Also, I should be getting the part to fix this and put the rest of the Forester back together tomorrow. I also ordered a bigger intercooler, and that's already here, so I gotta go pick that up from my parents' house because I had it sent there because I was out of town. But yeah, video on this coming very soon. Hopefully we'll get it running soon. I also gotta go buy a tune. Next step is painting this again. I think what we are going to do is wet sand this. I have, what grit is this? 1500. I got 1500 grit. We're gonna wet sand this, spray it again with a different black. I'm gonna do this Duplicolor. I have this lacquer Duplicolor black. Rust-Oleum sucks. We're not using that again. So we're gonna wet sand this and then repaint it. This is not easy. It's taking so, and that doesn't work very well. All right, well, this is not painting good at all. I've wet sanded probably 10 times, re-cleared it probably 10 times. Well, this is not working. The top wrapped right here, so that way the wing covers. You just still got black, and we're just waiting to finish up the wing. Wing should go on. That's gonna be the interesting part, is trying to get the wing on. Can't remember if I showed this, but we fixed the tent strip, and this is impossible to paint. I mean, look at this. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry completely and then re-sand it again, re-primer, and repaint it again, because this is, I mean, I honestly had it pretty good, but me being a perfectionist, I was like, I can get it better. So I went to go sand it again, but the paint was, I used a different can, and that can didn't dry as fast as the other can I was using. So I went to go re-sand it again, and I just left all these deep gouges in there. And then when I threw another coat of paint on it, it started crow's feeding all over. So now I'm just gonna wait for this to dry and redo it all again. But while we're waiting for that, I figured something else we can do is take off this rear diffuser on my Audi. I don't have an exhaust coming out of it, as you know, because we cut off the resonator and the muffler because we're making a custom exhaust for it. And yes, I understand it's not the greatest thing to do. Most cars you can't do that to because it's very unsafe. However, for this car, where the resonator cutoff is, it's still behind the cabin, and it still shoots out to the side. So it's actually like a side exit exhaust that's still underneath. There's still all the heat shielding there. It's perfectly safe. However, it's obviously not something you want to keep permanent, so we will be changing that. But as of right now, we're not changing that. The bumper got burned when I had the muffler cut off. I just didn't have time to make the exhaust at that point, so the bumper got burned because of that. And this is the only gray piece on the entire car. The rest of the car is blue, black, and red. It is literally the only gray piece on the entire car. And so there's a couple torque screws, a couple clips, and it should just pop off. Then it'll give us a cool look with like having spats. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So you probably noticed that there was a bunch of stuff underneath here that's like where this clipped onto. So I decided to see if I could get the rear diffuser to work again, but in here was so burned that I tried trimming it and cutting some of these off and trimming it out to see if I get this to clip in again, and I can't. And I thought about just repainting it black and throwing it back on, but with that big hole, I just don't think it'll look good. So I ended up just cutting out all that stuff. And now here we have a really clean looking, well, looks now like an aftermarket bumper. And then my buddy sent me an idea for an exhaust that we could possibly make and have the exhaust come out and like have mufflers that you can see right here with double tip down the center. Or what I thought would be cool is if we had tip like on the sides, like 2 3.5 inch tips coming out the back. That would be cool. But yeah, I'm still waiting for that. I just threw a coat of primer. I just resanded that, threw a coat of primer on it. It is looking a little, oh no, not at all. Look at all that. So gotta keep sand, primer, see if we can get all these cracks to fill. We have changed locations again because this is going so horribly that, yeah, this is, I don't even know how it got this bad, honestly. That we are going to use an orbital sander and just take it all the way back down and just restart. And I know how we're gonna do this the right way. I just gotta find sandpaper and all of this. This is my grandpa's garage. He's got a really cool lift, 57 T-Bird, or goodness, I always forget the year. It's mid-50s, that's all I know. Jeep Grand Cherokee. This car's all original. The steering wheel was switched out for a one that's smaller diameter, but still original styling steering wheel. The original steering wheel is on the wall over there, but original seats, original upholstery. None of this has been touched. And it's got 63,000 miles, 63,188 miles to be exact. So yeah, this is a really neat car. I actually did on a video a while ago, I did lowering springs on the front on this, and we have the wheels custom powder coated, custom white walls. Other than that, it's all stock. I even tried to Bondo the wing, and that made things 10 times worse. This paint is like, it's like acting like clay. It's so weird. I've never dealt with anything like this. No matter what sandpaper I use, 80 grit, 400 grit, 300 grit, it just clogs it immediately and it's unusable. It's like unsandable and it's unpaintable. And it's to the point where I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. So I made a TikTok just barely talking about what to do. I'm going to leave the comments up to those guys in there, whether I see if I can still get this to work. Maybe I can take paint, like airplane paint stripper to the whole thing. Or if I should throw the stock wing back on and get one of those like little lip spoilers that like 3M tapes to the stock wing. So that's where we're going to leave that. Go check out my TikTok. It's the Mr. Clean _Max if you want to be a part of that.